Welcome to today's live decoding session for BankNifty futures. Today is Thursday, the 21st of September 2023, and the time is 9:03. So let me just quickly share my screen and let's first understand and look at what happened yesterday in the expiry. Okay, so first of all, we opened with a massive gap down. So basically, we have first of all a gap which is a market generated information indicating that sellers or supply are the ones who are strong enough. And we also I'm also seeing areas where supply is present. So currently supply is present up from 45,700 to 45,900. This is the 200 point range where a good amount of sellers are present. And what had happened is I was actually looking for auction to reach 45,400 level, because this is the area where a lot of buyers have accumulated, plus the sellers are the ones who are trapped. And this is the zone from where the this up move started from 45,400 to 46,400. This is that 1,000 point range where the up move started. So at the moment we have first of all a gap down. So basically this is an anomaly. Second is we auctioned. So yesterday, particularly at this particular level, or if we make things easy, right? So 45,500 was the line in sand, and that's where I'm seeing supply getting shut off, and then the auction got reversed. So below 45,500 is where a lot of shorts are the ones who are trapped. Okay, and looking at the granular levels is 45,572 is the area which I'll be looking at today. So 572, 734 and 411, these are the three areas where I'm observing the auction and looking for supply and how strong are they in the current auction. But overall, we had a mean reversion trade towards the VWAP. So that's basically this trade. So supply is trapped below 45, 455, 486, 516. So basically these are the guys, this is where, so if the auction opens today, this is where I'm looking for responsive buying. And the auction closed, around the VWAP, that is 45,607 level. Okay. So for me, anything below 45,500. So for me, this is the zone where I'll be looking for responsive buying. And anything above 45, so anything above VWAP or anything above, because these are the zones where I'm seeing a lot of supply is present, and they might again come in and take the auction lower. Okay, so but from a higher time frame perspective, these are the areas or the zones where I'm observing for supply. And overall we have not a double distribution, but we have a nice balance up to 45,600 to 45 between 45,600 to 45,450 ish something. So basically this is the entire balance. So this is one balance where if the auction opens within this range or within this particular value, I'm expecting some choppiness. So there are certain stops which I'm looking for it to get clear, but overall I am seeing this as a choppy zone. So today, let's see whether, so I'm expecting more of a balanced auction. Plus we have got two HVNs, one at 45,700, one at around 45,550 ish level, or this PPOC. So two HVNs, that's where I'm observing again from the intraday perspective the areas. Okay, and other thing is we are now back in the value. So earlier we were trading out of value, and I was looking for auction to reach at least the value. So we have entered the value, and this is a zone where a lot of buyers are seen, and let's see whether they hold the fort, or do we see again another continuation lower, because these are the zones. And 45,200 is where I'm seeing again trapped sellers up to 45,000. Yeah, so 45,200 is one area and 45,000 is another area. But overall I'm seeing that we are back in the value, and as we are back in the value, I'm expecting overall some chop and some breather, because yesterday we already have a gap down and a range of so what was the overall range? So this was a range of 400 points, yes, compared to 416 points, and this is a range of 350 points, and this is a range from the high where it started. Okay, I'm not able to see the range, just hold on. Okay, so this is 216, 270, 350, and then 400-ish. Yeah. So I think the pre-open data is out, and what is the currently? So we are opening with a gap down. We are again opening 200 points lower, around 45,000 levels. So 45,100 and 45,000 are the zones where I'm looking at. So as we are opening, so 585 minus 200, so we are going to open around the low. Sorry, 585 minus 200 is below 45,400, so we are going to clear this two levels, and we are going to enter into this particular range wherein this is the balance. So this is another HVN, so 45,300 is the area now which I'll be observing. So we are going to open below 411. So now the next area where I'm observing is 250, 411 and 572. So the pre-open inventory is short, overall inventory is also short, so we are having continuation with the auction, and 310 and 200 is again the area where I'm looking for some responsive buying, and 314 is also the monthly VWAP. From the yearly perspective, yeah, we are still way far, but 45,300 is for me is the line in sand. And overall, what I'm seeing is a lot of call inventory. Call inventory has been created. If I just draw this line, there are only 1, 2, 3 puts compared to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so I'm seeing more inventory of call is getting created, and they will be. So this is for the next week expiry on, and this is also the monthly expiry. So I'm seeing a lot of call inventory. They will be booking profits. I'm expecting some sort of responsive buying right at the open. So let's see whether we get that. And we also have got, so this area will be cleared. This is where the supply is trapped, and we have got more trapped sellers below 45,000 level. Okay, so yep, that's the overall plan. And as we are opening 200 points lower, so 585 minus 200 is 385. So 385, so we have a weekly low here, and then yeah, a lot, not major stops, but but we are seeing that we will be opening around the low, and plus these are the two zones. So one is 412, 380 and 317. So for me 300 is again the line in sand. That's where I'm expecting some responsive buying to be happening, to be coming in. Let me just go to the micro balance levels. Okay, so I'll just take it lower. So I'll just double this. Just hold on. Okay, so these are the areas where I am observing the auction for today. Okay, so we have first of all an anomaly. We have an area where obviously supply is definitely present, and 585 minus 200 is 385. So 395, I have a level at 395 and 364. So these are the two zones where I'm observing how the supply is coming in. Okay, and let me just jump to this chart. So 411, we are going to open. So we also have a monthly VWAP here, right? Correct. So yeah, this is a strong zone. And we are going to open with below 411. So this level is nothing but this particular level on the higher time frame, which I've added on the 3-minute chart. Okay, so what I'm now observing is this 44, 45, 400, this white line, and the monthly VWAP, and 45, 300 is the zone where I'm expecting look below and fail. But let's see, because I'm looking for responsive buying right at the open, And 45,400 and 45,411 is the zone where we might just look above and fail, or look above and continue. But previous day's low of around 45,440 is also an important zone. Okay, now coming to the fund which I have currently. So from 44,500 right now I'm at 42,848. So I think I have lost about 2,000 bucks in a span of 2 days. So for me that's too much. So today I'll wait for the trade setup. But yeah, this is the current balance which is currently available for my trading account. And lastly is, if you see the premiums, right, so the call premiums are pretty high compared to the put premiums, plus the inventory of call is much higher. So as we are opening with a gap down, there will be a massive premium erosion seen in the calls. So I'm just closing this, and the time is 9:14 23 seconds, and we will see how the auction develops, how the pre-open data develops. Okay, so just move it here, and HDFC Bank is also going to go move gap up, but we are entering into a zone where there is some responsive buying gonna come up. Okay, so I'll just hit but yeah, massive delta liquidation is seen. So I'll just close this chart. Okay, so we have opened, and we have opened below the 411. So I'll just hit refresh, and massive responsive selling is coming, and we are nearing towards the 45. What is the low? The low is 45,270, or near to 300. So we looked below and failed, and 45,300 is the zone where I'm observing the reaction. So let me just okay, and I'll just look at the order flow which is coming in currently. So yeah, sellers are the one who are dominating the current auction, and 45 to 17.3 is where the supply is shutting off, 304. But yeah, 45,300 is the line in sand, and we are developing below the POC. So yep, we have a buyer here, we have one more buyer here. So 45,300 is the line in sand. We are developing below the monthly VWAP. We are crossing this. So do we see continuation lower? Because where we are now heading towards is a low volume area node. We are into this value. So I'm expecting some choppiness, but overall the sellers are the ones who are winning the current auction. So 250 is the zone. The supply is definitely strong. The sellers are the ones who are strong. I have not taken any trades yet. So nice liquidation seen, and if we see continuation, then 45,200 is. So we are now at 250. Now I'm looking at 200 and see whether we come at this, because these are the two zones where there is trapped sellers. Okay, so this level is taken out. We also have got open equal to high. We also have a gap and a nice continuation seen. So overall liquidation is happening. Okay. So I'm looking at the options, and call premium from 700, it is now 500, and put is just 343. So I'm just taking a test trade, entered at 348. I'll put it at 350, 1, 2, and it got hit. So yeah, this was a pretty fast trade. I entered at 348, exited at 351. Okay, so this was the first test trade, and now again, so the reason why I took the test trade is I'm seeing supply is the one which is currently strong. A lot of sellers are definitely coming in, and we are below the 250. So overall it was suggesting me, so this was just a test trade where I was just looking to test the market generated information which is happening and coming in. But overall inventory is short, so I'm just following the trend. I'm not going against the trend. So let me just take this to another window. Now I'm looking at 250. Just hold on. Supply is shutting off, and now we might see some short covering, but overhead there is definitely some supply which is seen. Okay, so yes, there is some supply which is coming in, and sellers are the ones who are getting trapped now. So we have a seller here, we have a seller here. Okay, so now it is just going to chop within this two range, but supply is definitely seen. Okay, so I have taken a call trade. My buying price is 533. It is now at 526. I am not seeing, so there is seller coming above 533, and we have got trapped buyers. Yep, it is pretty much moving. 533, 527, 533, 527. Okay, so I'm just exiting, and I have made a loss of 75 rupees. So yeah, entered at 533, exited at, now it is coming. I'll just take one more test trade. 533 to 525. Now entered at 533.6. I'll keep this at 540. one, and it got hit. So yes, so 530 to 538, but I made a loss of 6 rupees. Okay, now I'm expecting some sort of short covering. So I've entered one more at 542.7. I'll keep this at 545. Okay, still it is getting hit. Now I'll be just taking a pause because now it's going to go above 550. So some supply will be coming in. Yeah, there is some short covering happening. But yeah, so that's how, so even if I kept it at 545 because of market orders, the slippages and all, but yeah, overall I'm in a loss of 10 bucks, in the current auction. Now I will just wait for the next trade opportunity, because now already this is going to go 560, 570, and it is developing above VWAP. Okay. So I'll just wait now, what is happening. No point in repenting or no point in watching. So I'll just close the trade terminal, and now I'll wait for the next trading opportunity. But overall, I made a loss of 10 rupees in today's current auction. Okay, let me see if there are any comments. Nope, no comments yet. So now massive short covering is seen. Now the 44900 CE is at 598. Yep, I think I missed this, but yeah, that's perfectly fine. This is where it is currently trading at LTP. So that's perfectly fine, no point. So what I have done is I've taken 1, 2, 3, and 4 trades. And overall I am in a loss of 10 rupees. So my process was correct. I just need to work on trade execution and keeping the SL. But overall, yeah, I need to continue practicing my process, identifying the trade locations and taking the trades as per my conviction. Okay. So yep, that's it for today. I'll be and yeah, so this is where I was looking for HDFC to buy. It did not reach here, but yeah, I'm seeing a lot of buyers coming into HDFC. Okay, so now some supply, there will be some supply coming in. Basically the folks who bought it around 250 levels, they are the ones who are trying to sell in strength. Okay, so I'll just delete this level, this level, this level, and mark the low, mark the high. Okay, let me see if there are any comments or questions in the chat. But we are in the value, so just be extra cautious. Now there will be some choppiness. We might have a flat VWAP. So plus I'm looking first of all to see this gap to be filled, because first sign is there are sellers trapped. So basically supply is trapped below 45 to 60. So if the auction comes lower here, right, this is where again I'm expecting some responsive buying. Okay, so yep, it is now again gonna come towards VWAP, and this is where we have got some trapped sellers. So I'm expecting responsive buying below VWAP. Okay, so thank you again. That's it for today. Do like, share, subscribe, and do feel free to comments or share your comments in the video below. And I'll see you again tomorrow.